Hello, Mustang fans, and welcome to another episode of the Mustang Owners Podcast. I'm your host, John Clore, along with my co-host, Mike Ray. And Mike, when we talk about everybody having a Mustang story, every once in a while, we come across some Mustang people that we just got to go, wow! And I think tonight's one of those nights, Mikey.
One of my favorite people in the whole Mustang community. The first time we ever met, we clicked right away. Literally, I call him a brother from another mother, honestly. I cannot relate more with somebody and absolutely love and admire what he's created over there. And we're going to share a great story tonight.
Geez, I don't know who's going to be able to top that intro, but we're going to welcome to the podcast tonight Frank Spinella. Frank, from the Venom Outlaws, welcome to the Mustang Owners Podcast.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for having me.
No, the thank is going to be on you, thanking you, because you're a busy guy. And the reason why we know that, because we've spent many times at Carlisle seeing what you've built with the Venom Outlaws. And then when we first pulled up on you years ago, and then Mike, I looked at me and Mike and I looked back and I go, the Venom Invasion is here. And not only, Frank, did the Venom Outlaws invade Carlisle, but Mike, let's be honest, they conquered Carlisle.
And the invasion hasn't stopped, so it continues each and every year and just keeps getting bigger and better.
So Frank, we want to talk a little bit about how in the heck, what was the genesis of getting together with the Venom Outlaws? Because most people, they have a little Facebook group, they have a Mustang club, and they're down at the A&W Root Beer, or they go out, they cruise, maybe do some videos together. But your group, I don't know where you found all these people, because we've hung with you many years. But these guys are absolute blast to be with. These are high energy, high volume, have fun tonight kind of people. How did Venom Outlaws go find these folks, and how did you get this thing started?
You know what sets us apart is we started in 2014, and we didn't want to just build a typical car club. We wanted to build a family. Mm-hmm. And that's what really sets us apart from everyone out there. You know, we're all tight-knit. We all take care of one another. You know, if someone's in trouble, someone's there to help you. And we built it on family vibe. You know, bring your families. We started out as a Mustang club. You know, now we're open to everything. You know, when we're outside of Carlisle, we do all different events. But we definitely built it on family. You know, the kids can come to our events. Anybody can come, any age. And we make it fun no matter what we do or where we go. And we are definitely the talk of the town wherever we roll into. We definitely, make it the best that we can for everyone that's involved.
No, Mike, I don't know if you know this, but the Venom Outlaws are not, they're about Mustangs and muscle cars and sports cars, but they're all over the place. Mike, I thought there was mostly just in the Midwest there for a couple of states, New Jersey, New York City, PA, Connecticut, Florida, Ohio, Tennessee. I mean, you guys have chapters are spreading around town. I think what's happened, Frank, is you've set such a standard of and Mike, you have to admit, if you walk in anywhere near the Outlaws when they're at a show, having fun is the vibe.
It absolutely is, and if you're in Carlisle, that's like the mecca, right, for all of us for every event of the year. But they always got their matching shirts. The T-shirts are all matching the same colors and stuff. You're not missing them. So they're making a statement everywhere they walk. Yeah,
yeah. The kids are everywhere. They're playing. They're dancing. They got a big footprint there. But that's what we wanted to ask you a little bit about, Frank. So the family vibe is there. We can see it. A lot of clubs, it's more like they have a smaller tent. They have their little rockers and they watch the people go by. You guys are like a disco. You guys are like a club.
Club 54, Studio 54, right back in the day.
You know, we come from the Jersey Shore, so we try to make it, you know, little TKA and back in the day, as Mike knows very well.
Absolutely.
We definitely want to set ourselves apart from everyone.
So that's so great.
So when did you decide to invade Carlisle? When was your first Carlisle? Because you guys were around a couple years, and somebody said, "Let's go check it out," and then you obviously had enough people to get a tent.
I want to say it was around 97 or 98.
Okay.
You know, we were combined with two other clubs at the time.
That's right.
Wow, I didn't know it was that long. I thought it was 2014-ish or something.
Yeah, you were with a couple other groups.
Yes, we were with two other groups, and then we ended up pulling ourselves away. You know, we decided, let's do this on our own. We have the manpower. We know how to do this. We want it to be family oriented. So let's just pull away and let's set ourselves apart from everyone else. And that's basically what we still try to do that to this day.
Well, let's tell folks, Mike, about the Carlisle experience. If you're a club and you know Ken Appel, one of the greatest event managers in the country, he does go out of his way to make sure this event is club centric. So if you get so many cars, you get a tent on the show field. Carlisle stands on their head to make sure clubs are interactive with each other. They get to do things. They have events that they include you in, and we'll go, Mike, all over that show field from tent to tent and say hi. But it's a little different when you wind up looking at the show field and you see all these little tents, and then you see, wait a minute, what is that? It's like going to Chicago and all these little houses, then see Wrigley Field there in a neighborhood. What is this giant structure here? Wait, the Venom Invasion, the Venom Outlaws are here, and they don't just have a tent, Mike. They had like the Taj Mahal.
But John, listen to this. So to let them know how big they are, that everybody knows about it, they are literally a destination at Carlisle, a fixture, if you will, because for when we were next to them, like last year, everybody's like, where's your guys' tent at this year? I go, right next to Venom. So that's the way to describe where it was, because everybody knows where the Venom tent is. So, I mean, it was very, very easy to that. And should I tell that quick funny story, John?
About the first time we saw them, or what do you?
Yeah, no, about the tent.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
last year, our Moxham tent, we got it. We got Ken to get us right next to them, so everybody can know where we're at, right? But it was so
first
funny.
Of all, wait. First of all, let's explain. There's a thing called the Coolest Club Hangout that I, for what, 8-10 years now.
Yeah.
Ken Appel has Club Connect go out and find the Coolest Club Hangout. So, I'd walk in, Frank, and I would see the T-Bird guys, and they were in their poodle skirts, and they had a rockabilly jukebox there, and that was cute. And they won it one year, and then the Red Mustang Registry run it one year. They had a theme, but Frank, Mike, you have to admit, they took theme
Took it to another level.
And every time you would go to a Moxham meeting, you go, what are we going to do this year? Let's do like a racetrack design. We had little checkered flags, and Mike, I stole this from your tent.
But so
the funny Frank, thing can tell, Mike spent a lot of money on these flags.
Bring that to Carlisle, hang it in the tent.
So we were trying to decide, right? No one could ever compete with them, right?
No,
so we had to say, well, what can we do to at least draw some attention? And one of the things was, okay, we came up with an idea
to steal the thunder of the Venom Invasion.
Right. Yeah. So we said, you know what? Next year, if we can get that spot right next to them, we're going to get a tent. We don't have to decorate at all. We're going to put one big sign up on the front and put ditto with an arrow pointing towards them to just draw some attention. Like, hey, that was pretty ingenious, right, to do that, because we never know who's going to be able to compete with them. But we thought it was funny to do that, and it was a good time for sure. But Venom, like you said, it takes it to another level. It's not just a club coolest hangout. It's I don't even know what to call it. An experience.
Frank, first of all, how you got permission to get a tent as big as the grandstands, I'm not sure. Then you got to get, then you had to get a crane company to come in and put that up. And then inside, that's why Carlisle ran out of tables, because you had so many people in there, and the kids are all over the place. The families are eating the food, the music's going on, and it's the themes, when you had the pirate theme, the Halloween theme. I mean, one year I used to bring Ford people over there, and I'd introduce them to you, Frank, and they're looking around like, what is this Mustang thing? And, you had an electric chair one year, so I was able to electrocute a Ford marketing person, which is great. I wish that thing was hooked up to more than a 12-volt battery. But Frank, where do you guys come up with these yearly themes? What do you have, a meeting? How does it work?
So we have a meeting. It's like the four of us, and we go and we pick the theme. And the theme usually starts around Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And then right after New Year's is when we start trying to, weather permitting, that's when we try to go into full gear of, okay, here's the theme. Let's start going on the marketplace. What can we build? Get the ideas. And we start going, full throttle from New Year's until, the day of. And of course, you would think with all of the time that you have It comes down almost to the day before where we're still trying to put stuff together or do painting. And then you're loading the truck up. We leave on Wednesday because we get up there on Wednesday to build a tent. So on Tuesday night at midnight, we're still packing the trucks. And then, boom, we're up there around 7 or 8 in the morning. We build all day on Wednesday. We try to finish up early Thursday so we can get back because a lot of our members now are enjoying being up there so much. Most of them, this is their vacation time, believe it or not. Right. They take vacation to be with us. So we try our hardest to get back by Thursday night so we can start hanging out with our members. Friday night is our kickoff pizza party. We have, we have lunch Friday during the day at the tent. Friday night's the kickoff party, pizza party. Saturday we have lunch again at the tent, and then Saturday night we have a ballroom buffet style dinner. Then we stay at the Red Lion. They have this huge patio. They have the pool there for the kids, so we get a DJ also. And then it's like a dance club that Mike is used to.
That's right.
On Saturday night.
It is, and what sets you guys off, I mean, it's one thing to have a cool tent and decorated, but it's the props, Frank. And I was told by some of your members, when there's no prop out there that's available on Facebook Marketplace or some commercial place, you guys make it. You actually build
Yes, we'll try to build it close to give you the idea, oh, that's what it is. Like, when we did the 9/11, I built the World Trade Centers, to honor everybody.
I remember they had the fireman suit in there that day. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was just absolutely fireman
suit.
Oh, you guys have taken the coolest Club Hangout award to the next level. So what's happened, Frank? I don't know if you probably don't hear the discussions behind the scenes. So here comes the little club, and they bought themselves. They went to the what Mike? What do you call it? Fast signs. That place. And they got themselves a $40 banner, and they got tablecloths at the Party Giant, and they went all out, and they set up, and they look over there, and they go, "What's that?" "Oh, that's the Venom Outlaws. They do the Venom Invasion here." What the heck? And then they walk by I don't know if you've seen, Frank, when you guys are in there dancing and the music's going and food's flying and people, have you seen people like walk by and then peer in like they don't want to go in there, or that what is in there? Because they don't know what is going on. And what's happened is, Mike, was it the last 3 years or 4 years? It's probably been 4 years. People will say, well, I'm not even going to participate in the coolest Club Hangout because it's going to go to Venom Invasion. So what did Ken Appel do? Well,
wait, I'm the one that came up with the idea.
You said, wait a minute, Ken, it's going to go to Venom Invasion. I mean,
every year.
What Ford person who's been tasked to find the coolest Club Hangout can give it to someone else in their right mind and not walk by Frank's? So you said, Ken, you really need to find out, like maybe you do an honorable mention or do 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, because second or third place, Ken was all for it.
So Frank, what you've done is other people have essentially given up. Except for Mike Ray. Mike Ray just goes ditto. Like
Mike. Yeah, he was trying to cheat. Mike was cheating. But what's good is that you guys talked Ken into doing that, so it makes it very, very. It makes it. All the other clubs work, I'm sure, just as hard.
They do.
It's not easy as a club leader and a president to try to pull your whole group together. For a weekend that is it is very expensive.
Oh, it is.
But it's very difficult to try to pull your whole group together for these 3 days. And when I'm up there, I try to spend almost all of my time out on the road, talking to people, shaking hands, hugging people, inviting people in to say, hey, listen, I want you to experience this. Come on in, look around. We have food, and then come be a part of us. We're all over the place. We're not just come on in and see it for yourself. And that's the most important message I'd like to get out tonight is that if you're in between the road or you don't know, come experience the Venom Invasion experience. At the show field, at the hotel. It is. I promise you, it's one of the most best adult weekends you can have. And it's kid friendly, and that's the most important thing that we strive for. With all of our events. But this one is our Super Bowl, so this one's near and dear to my heart.
John, we have to make it to one of them nights with them this year. We're always tied up with all prior commitments all the time, but we got to either Friday or Saturday night go hang out with these guys for a little bit.
Frank, and I can tell you just from the Ford perspective, with the Club Connect program, to see you guys out there, and I can validate the amount of fun you have. And I'm not knocking any other club. I mean, some clubs, if they like to go to the tent, it's hot and they fall asleep. That's fine. There's nobody asleep in your tent. It's just
No.
In fact, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not sure if it was last year, Frank, or the year before, but I think the state of Pennsylvania thought there may have been a minor earthquake under the invasion tent from all the dancing. Something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you hear about that too? But
Yeah.
it's terrible. So
Last
Frank,
year we had the flood. The tent flooded when you guys were in the tent.
So we came. Did we bring Hannah Evans in?
Hannah and Chris Harris were both in there with us.
Yes. So
Hannah was with us for. We were in the tent for what, almost an hour. That it
Yeah,
wouldn't stop.
40-some minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Club Connect program is winding down this year. Hannah is she is the Ford community engagement specialist with Ford Racing. He's going to revamp and rebrand Club Connect at the end of the year. And so we wanted to give her the full Carlisle experience, and we dragged her in there, Frank. And then the skies opened up. And we blamed it on Bart Savage, who had a T-Bird. He had a parade, remember, by the grandstand?
Yeah.
As soon as the T-Birds got out there, the rain... It came down, Frank, in buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the worst years that I've been a part of in a long time up there with the rain.
Yeah, that was the worst rain I've ever experienced in all my Carlisle years.
Especially on a Saturday.
Yeah, on the Saturday and on show day. So, but we appreciated your hospitality. And, and I usually don't go picking through your food, but I was hungry. So that was fun.
You guys are always welcome. You guys are always welcome at the hotel, at the tent, you at any event. You both know this. So,
well, I
thank both of you for what you do.
I'm not saying this from the Club Connect perspective or because you win the coolest club hangout. I'm saying this as a Mustang fan and as a fellow club member. You guys, Mike, you know how hard it is to take a club to the next level and to stand out in this crowded world of Mustang Club. And I really truly think that Frank Spinella and the Venom Outlaws in all their chapters have really done that. And in this day and age, that's a super hard thing to do. Frank, hats off to you and your entire group.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
John, I thought, we started it with Moxon. We really showed how to grow and to really take it to an insane level. Then Red Mustang Registry came out, and they just went bonkers, right? I mean, the numbers were just through the roof right now. And now you look at Venom, and, I mean, to me, is there something that could ever even top this? In my mind, I say no. After 20-plus years in the Mustang community, I do not see anything topping that right now. It's thriving. It's at the top of its game every single year. And they always used to ask me, what are you possibly going to be able to ever do to top this? I'm sure Frank gets asked the same exact question every year.
Yeah.
And he does it. And it's fun showing him, isn't it, Frank?
Yeah, it is. Every year, I always say, how can we do better than last year?
Yeah.
I say it every year.
Hand it to you. And
so where do they register, Frank, for Carlisle for your registrations?
Yeah, I mean, so you guys are on Facebook and Instagram. How do they get together with the Outlaws?
Yeah, so we're on Facebook, Venom Outlaws, and then obviously for Carlisle, you go on Carlisle's page, and then you just register under Venom Invasion, and then they can private message me, or when I get the registrations, I can find everyone's name and reach out. And then, we try to color coordinate everything. We do our shirts. We do our sneakers. I know Mike's a big sneaker fan like me.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mike, we're wearing black and white on Friday. We're wearing red on Saturday.
My bands just arrived today. The ones that just dropped on Saturday.
Yeah. so just, we're big sneaker fans. My whole group. We have a sickness. We love it. We absolutely love this event.
John, are you seeing why me and him get along so good?
I see.
Same shoes.
Yeah, black and white. Okay, I can deal with that.
You said black and white Friday and what on Saturday?
The black and white sneakers Friday. We're wearing black and white shirts on Friday.
Okay.
And then Saturday we're wearing red because we want to stand out to everybody. It's red and white.
Covered.
Yep.
Well, you heard it there first, folks. If you should check out the Venom Outlaws because you get on Facebook or check out their Instagram page. And if you want to really just let your hair down and have some fun with a group and in all these different chapters, so pretty much anywhere, I would suggest hooking up with them. Check out their car shows. They do a couple other shows in here. But the time to join Frank and his group, and Frank, I know how this works because I've worked with Mike. It's not just you. You must have a really tight. You're the guys that are running your operation at Carlisle. You all have to. You need a team. You can't do this by yourself.
No, I definitely do not. We have one of the strongest teams that you can have, around me. My team is as strong as could be, and that's what makes it very, very easy. And it's not easy, but it definitely makes it easier on me with how strong they are and what they do and what they carry out on their own.
Yeah, John, when they have the same vision and the same passion, I mean, you can't be beat.
Yeah, it's kind of like what makes the Mustang community so entirely different than anything else. Mike, I make fun of a lot of other cars, but I don't think the Kia Soul Club has this much fun. Do you think, Mike? Maybe it's not as family oriented. All I know, Frank, is
Frank bench presses those. Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He looks. He is. No, Frank. I got to tell you, we really appreciate you coming on tonight. I know you're a busy guy, but if you want to just have people look forward to Carlisle, get them to come out. I'm glad you let them walk in and enjoy their time with you, because you guys really rock. Congratulations on everything, Venom Outlaws, and we're looking forward to the invasion, Mike. Let's face it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we're going to visit every other club tent. We want everybody to have their fun, let their hair down. But when you have a few extra minutes, go up past the invasion and see how these wild people do. They just really know how to enjoy themselves. And Frank, the only thing I can compare it to, Mike, what's that little movie line I always say when Clark Griswold got caught in the pool with Christy Brinkley? Remember? Oh no, he went down to meet Christy Brinkley, and then Beverly D'Angelo caught him, and then all of a sudden she said, do you like that girl? No, she's ugly. Is that what you like? No. And then what does Clark say? She goes, Clark, I know how to have fun. Well, Frank, you know how to have fun. And you and the Venom Outlaws, certainly you do fine fun at Carlisle. I really appreciate you joining us tonight. Mike, aren't we lucky to just know this guy?
Yeah, I love you, brother. You know that. And anything we can ever do to support, we're here for you.
Well, thank you very, very much for having me tonight. It was my pleasure.
Folks, I told you, when you listen to the Mustang Owners podcast, your fingers can be on the pulse of what's going on. So that's why we need you to like and subscribe, because otherwise, that YouTube algorithm's not going to share this stuff with all the other people that need to know about the Venom Outlaws and the podcast. So make it happen. Leave a comment if you've walked by, what your thoughts were. We're going to love it. And we hope to see you at Carlisle as well. And Mike, in the meantime, if we don't, we can get some red and black or black and white and Mustang Owners podcast apparel for you. So check that out as well on svtstore.com. So Mike, another great guest, another great year. Looking forward to Carlisle. We'll probably have a full report. Let's do a couple of podcasts from there and make sure we get Frank on our podcast when we're there at the Carlisle Ford Nationals.
Absolutely.
Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed that episode. It was just for you. Until next time, we'll just have to catch you guys down the road.